So just over a week ago, I uploaded a video naming and shaming 49 servers that are spawning gear for players for real world money. And we're not talking about reskinning a flag or a jumper or a t-shirt. We're talking about spawning Mosins and M4s at people's feet in exchange for payments made by credit card. Now I promised you guys I'd do an update video if there was any news on this situation. And boy was there news. So here's an overview of all the things that's happened since then that I'm going to squeeze into this video. I'm going to address the comment section with the folks who got in touch to say that this issue doesn't affect them because they don't play on these servers or that they only play on official. Well, it turns out, boys, I've got some really bad news for you. I've also reached out to Bohemia about all this, and I'm going to share with you what they had to say to me. Also coming up that I'm very excited to tell you about, after watching the video, I was contacted by a group of folks and they've decided to get involved and take the fight to these servers in a very new way, which I hadn't thought of. And the last thing we're going to cover in this video is that the more you peel back the layers on this issue, the more it shows involvement from organised crime. Like, real organised crime. So let's kick this off with everybody's favourite part, the threats I receive for posting videos highlighting this issue. My favourite this week, from a username I can't pronounce, that said,
"Delete video, you fat fascist pig."
I'm not that chunky. Well, maybe I've gone a little bit chunky. Anyway, sorry bozo, this fat man is keeping that video up. Ah! Now, there was also a fair number of comments from players saying that this doesn't affect you because you don't play on these servers. And another group saying the fake server listings don't affect them because they only play on official. I got bad news for both of you. They are trying to find a way to mimic official servers in the launcher. Someone uploaded this a few days ago to the official DayZ Discord. These all look like official servers. They even appear in the official tab on the launcher. But if you try to join one, it will redirect you to one of the Pay2Win servers. But somehow, somebody made a massive balls of it. And instead of faking it to look like these were nearly full servers to try and get you to join in, they made it look like these servers were full, with queues for each server of over 800,000 players waiting to get in. If you add up all these queues, the total number of players it appears is waiting in a queue to get into a server is over 7 million. That's the equivalent to around 4 times the population of Paris, or roughly the full number of male cast members from Bonnie Blue's last video. Now, while this was a hilarious mistake that they made, the point is that they're trying, and they will only get better, and they will perfect it. Now, the second bad news, and I won't say their name because I don't want to promote them, is a website that will deliver raid tools, gear sets, and weapons at dead drop locations across Shanaris on any server. Community, official, PC, PlayStation, Xbox, it doesn't matter. And if you're wondering how many people order off this site, let me tell you, business is good. Business is so good, they're recruiting employees. They're hiring people literally for job vacancies all across the board. But my favourite one is the delivery people. Mules to go between servers and drop the gear off at the dead drops. Now, this is the perfect time to tell you that, like all my videos so far, this one is sponsored by absolutely nobody. But if you like what I'm doing and you want to see me expose more scandals in other games like Ark Raiders, Counter-Strike, GTA 6, hopefully you'll subscribe. As well, I'm going to highlight some real life scandals and scams. There is a few things I think you guys would really enjoy hearing about. But now let's move on to Bohemia. I promised you guys I'd reach out to them. First thing I did was reach out to Marks. He's DayZ's official community manager. Now, the best he was able to do was send me on DayZ's official terms of service, which clearly states that selling items for money that gives one player a leg up over another player is breaking this. He said to report any servers doing this and they will be banned. He gave me a link on how this can be reported and I'll put it down in the description of this video. If you find any servers doing this, fill it out, send it on to Bohemia. But I want to know exactly what banned means. And I want to know how long it takes for Bohemia to ban a server after someone fills one of these forms in. And I gotta say, I do feel bad for Marks. I'm sending him some pretty heavy questions and he can't answer them. I doubt he's even allowed to answer them. I do believe he's genuinely trying his best. He gave me information on how to speak to the right person inside Bohemia. So I sent him a message and I waited and I waited and then nothing. I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty weak, Bohemia. Over 15,000 people watched that video and they just want you to tell us that you recognize it and that you're taking action to protect the game and its players. But then just when I thought it was over, hope appeared. And it came from somewhere I never expected. So you know the mods for DayZ, the custom maps, the helicopters, the base building stuff. Most of them are free on the Steam Workshop. Some of them take hundreds of hours to make. And the guys who make them, they do it just for the love of the game. Well, a group of these guys watched the last video and they've reached out to me. They don't want want any of their work being used by any of these servers. It's greasy, it's dirty, and they don't want to be associated with it. They ran some checks and found that around 60 of these servers are using their mods. So they issued legal notice DCMA takedowns. Steam now has no choice but to delete the server packs from these servers from the workshop. This essentially takes these servers offline for a short period of time. And then when they immediately try to upload them again under a new profile, they're going to file more legal notices. And they're going to do it again and again, which will eventually force these servers to go fully offline for a while they rebuild all of their mod packs from scratch. You know Namelska's a mod, right? Hope nobody likes playing Namelska on these servers. Now this brings us to the part where this goes down a really dark path. The deeper I go with this issue, the stronger the links are that it's involved with organized crime. See, you can't do fake launcher listings without having a real server you've paid for to bounce off. We're talking thousands of these servers for thousands of fake listings, and each one costing a minimum of around $10 a month. Nobody is buying tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of euros worth of gear spawned in DayZ every month. All of these servers are registered to real businesses at fake addresses which were set up using fake IDs. Now, why would you need to build up a whole bunch of invoices and paperwork with fake names on them and fake addresses? That's for money laundering and human trafficking. Selling the stuff online is just a side business that they have to help cover some of these costs. Now, this isn't unique to DayZ. When you look into it, this is rife among most online games. Now, from tracing the servers, I have a list of addresses. I have my passport ready. I'm going knocking on doors to see how deep this rabbit hole goes for the entire industry. Now, that's a huge video, and that's going to take me months to make. But in the meantime, I did discover something while researching unusual organized crime. Something so bizarre that nobody I talked to seems to have ever heard about. Only last year, hundreds of people got 19 of their bodies were hung from bridges in Mexico. It's not Russian crocodile, it's not even Colombian booger sugar. It's the extremely dangerous, cartel-controlled avocado business. And it's absolutely mental.